Hello and welcome to Div 6 Austria Rush Racing League. I am your commentator tonight. Jesus, it's Dito. I am joined by Arvark. Mate, how are you feeling?
Very, very excited coming off of P2 last night in Austria myself. So very excited to see what Div 6 can do and as the TP of Alpine, what Alpine can do tonight. So yeah, overall, I'm really, really excited to see what everyone on this grid tonight can do. So yeah, very, very excited.
Yeah, mate, me too. Div 6 never fails to deliver, really. It's always some good racing, really competitive throughout the grid. It's going to be quite interesting tonight to see how they go. Obviously, we've had a bit of mixed weather, but we won't bore you guys too much with the talking. I'll thank our sponsors up there, SRC, SimLab, Pagni, and AI369. We'll jump over to the gameplay now, as these guys should be coming out very soon for quali. Short quali tonight. We've had a few full quali sessions. Tonight is short, so nice and easy for these guys to get straight into it. Looks nice and sunny at the moment. Good to see Drusilla just jumping in there. Happy days. He will be hopefully be able to take control with no further problems. But yeah, EA doing its normal problems, as we know, Arvark. But any prediction tonight? Any names, obviously, other than Jackal, the obvious favourite, to challenge him tonight?
Liam Dierenberg, that's who it is, Liam Dierenberg. He will be a big competitor for Jackal tonight. Hopefully no contact like the two of them got into a bit last night. But yeah, Liam Dierenberg and Jackal could be heading out for it against each other, with possibly Hunter jumping into the mix.
Yeah. I think you're right, mate. Also, another one to watch out for is MPJ. Obviously, this man as well, Hunter, with the quality beam tonight. Can he chop through the field? We know his pace is there, but big ass at Austria to come from the back. Might have to flip up the strategy a little bit. Go for a one stop, maybe just to try and make up some lost ground there. But could be one to watch for tonight, coming through the field. As we know, he's quite quick. I don't know actually why he's out on a lap, but now that I think about it, I don't know why that didn't hit me earlier, but that might be looked at later. But obviously a quality band tonight, he's gone out on track, which totally confused me there, sorry guys. But who is next to start? It looks like a McLaren of Jackal. So the favourite tonight.
Heading up the... Yeah.
Take us away, mate, for a lap.
Yeah, so Jackal's just heading up the hill now. So now he's going to exit turn 3. He's going to go up the hill a bit more as he heads down into the braking zone of turn 4 at this point in time. And then he's going to hold the brakes. Oh, a bit of a snap there of oversteer as he gets around that corner. Now the downhill section where a lot of tyre scrubbing can happen, and you can lose a lot of time here, but it seems he gets it absolutely perfect. Down the hill he goes into the massive left-hander. You need to hold as much speed through there. And now he's going to come down here. We're going to go down the hill once more, hitting that right-hander, and then he'll enter another one, making sure not to cut the track, as track limits in those two corners are extremely bad, as he's set to 104.1.
Very, very nice time there for Jackal. Obviously, he had the practice from last night in Div 5, so it's going to be well equipped for tonight's race. That's a very solid bank. It's going to be tough to beat that for some of these guys off the bat. As we see H-Down, his teammate, with a 4.6. But right now, riding on board Tazio, another guy that can actually challenge these guys up the top. He's sort of been around that top 5 pretty consistently lately. Been a bit unlucky with a few incidents, but yeah, definitely one to watch. Merck and Daniel could have a solid result as always. Obviously, Hunter with the cotton beans gonna hamper that a little bit, but see how we go. A little bit of traffic in front of the Mercedes shouldn't matter too much. A little bit of dirty air though is never good, especially around here coming into these last few corners. You don't want any sort of distraction. Geez, it's never fun when a guy is going in the pits as you're finishing a lap here, but he burns up to the line and goes P2 with a 4.6. Very nice there for Tazio. Might have even had a little bit of dirty air in that last sector, so we could see an improvement there. Who else is on a lap? D White, TP of Haas. It's a little bit of a moment there. 8% battery as he comes through. The daunting double right. Holds 6th gear through there. Oh god, that was close, and it is an invalidation. I was going to say that was very close. Very unfortunate there for the Haas. It was a 5.5, so it would have been P6, P5 at the P6 at that time. So unfortunate there for the Haas. Have to go around again.
Oh, Tazio Cruz gets a massive snap of oversteer going into the downhill section.
Yeah, I think he's on an in-lap at the moment, so...
Yeah, luckily, that was absolutely horrific seeing that. That was crazy.
Just jumping on board with Liam Dierenberg. Had a little bit of traffic in front of him, but that's all gone now. See what he can do. So he wraps up the 2nd sector now. About to start the 3rd. I know he's done a lot of practice for this one, obviously. Raced in Div 5 like with Jackal, so has the experience of last night. See what he can do here. It's relatively quick middle sector. It's pretty on par with Tazio's middle sector, so it will be relatively close to these top 3 here. Chucks it in, drops it down to 6. See if he invalidates. No invalidation, burns up to the line, and what does the Williams set? It will be P2 with a 4.1 just off Jackal. Very, very solid banker there for Liam. Going out a little bit later than the McLaren. Getting a little bit better track there. So who else should we jump on board for lap? Paul in Hell just started a lap, mate. Take us away with the Aston.
Yeah, definitely. Make my way quickly down. So he's going to head up into turn 3 as he sets a 16-second first sector, pretty fast for the likes of Div 6. He's going to head up the hill now. The DRS is going to be on, and he's going to be start burning that battery a bit late into the 8th gear, and he's going to be late into the 8th gear as well. Now down all the way down to 3rd. He's going to get back on the throttle as early as possible, using the battery to jump up through the gears. He's been a bit late on the gear shifts, maybe for some extra traction through these corners. As he heads downhill again now, he's going to head through the massive left-hander. Absolute problematic with the track limits on the outside curve there. He's going to bring himself all the way up to 8th gear, burning that battery all the way down to 5%. He's going to head down the hill for the last time on this lap, making sure not to invalidate. He doesn't invalidate. His DRS is on. He's going to get his, he's going to go to the line instead of 5-1. So
wow.
Good for him.
Very nice there for Pauline Hell in the Aston. His MPJ starts his 3rd sector. Had an Alpine there, gets out of the way nicely. Purple sector there. Not sure if that's just the visual glitch, but MPJ can be very quick on his day. See what he can do in the Haas. Not a lot of battery to play with here to the line, but it'll be enough. Oh, God, that was close to an invalidation. Using all the track there. Goes P5. 5.0, very solid there for the Haas. But, geez, that was millimeters off an invalidation there. It's got both Red Bulls about to start their lap. We'll jump on board with David. Into turn 1, drops it down to 3rd, back on the power. A little bit of a... You heard a little bit of a screech of the tyres there, a little bit of a slide, but nothing too serious. As he comes down into turn 2 or 3 or whatever you call it with that little arch there. He's solid first sector there for Davey. Burn a fair bit of your battery now. Down to 30% here. See what he can do as he starts the 2nd sector. A bit of traffic in front. We do have a surprise interview for Nishka. I know he's engineering at the moment, mate, so as long as it's quick, you wouldn't mind, but I don't mind. If not, I'll have to figure out how to refund your points, mate. But David wrapping up his lap. He's got plenty of battery to play with here. See if he gets this final corner right. So see a lot of guys struggling there. Burn up to the line. He goes P13 with 5.5. Not a lot in it here. These guys only need a couple of tenths and they can jump off a fair few spots. So it's very close here. That sort of mid-pack. Not much in it. This TMT's unfortunately invalidated. Looks like he's going to go around and start another lap anyway. Or it might have been just a double out lap. Some guys do it here with the fuel.
Yeah, definitely. I attempted it last night, but it just didn't seem as beneficial as it was, as the tire degradation here is extremely yeah, it is not the best. The tire deg here is extremely bad, so doing 2 out laps can put your tires under a bit of stress, especially if you overheat them on your out lap, and then on your second out lap, it can cause real problems. So unless you're looking after the tires for both of them, yeah, 2 out laps could be a real stinker for you. But yeah, apart from that, the 1 out lap seems to be just satisfactory enough.
Yeah, you touched on the tyre wear. It's crazy around here. But we do have the surprise interview of Nishka jumping in quickly for a quick interview. We won't ask you too much, mate, so you can get back to engineering. Oh, big snap there from TMT. Obviously, Liam P2, Abhishek P5, mate. How are the boys feeling about tonight? How are you feeling looking forward for the race?
Yeah, looking pretty good at the moment. Liam with a fantastic banker there. I've just sent him out on the lap while I came in here to do this quickly, mate. Abhishek looking good as well. So, boys looking in good position at the moment.
Yeah, mate. Absolutely. So, tough race last night, obviously, with the wing damage, mate. But, yeah, how'd you feel you went last night?
Yeah, yeah, it was a bit hard. Obviously, I had that wing damage right from the start, so made it hard for that one stop. But it's definitely possible, as you're saying. I got myself up into P4, so without that wing damage, who knows what would have happened? But yeah, it was to take a good result.
Absolutely, mate. Well, good luck, and I'll hand you over to Avak. Andy's left the session there.
How's engineering going? I guess.
Yes, I love engineering, mate. So yeah, whenever I can, I jump in and find it really fun. So it's a different aspect to the racing. Yeah, thoroughly enjoy it, and it's even more enjoyable tonight having two guys in the top 5 at the moment. So yeah, really good.
Yeah, sounds good, man. That's all I have for you. Enjoy your engineering, and hopefully Williams has a good night tonight.
Yeah, thanks very much, boys. Have good comms.
Cheers, mate. Avak Panda did just disconnect, mate. If we could get him an invite, but yeah, just on board with Projag. He burned up to the line, goes P5, and that is an impressive time for the Alpine of Projag. Has had a seriously tough season, hasn't he, Avak? He really has. So I'd love to see him have a good result here tonight, and that's a solid time there from him. As Druzilla, his teammate, doesn't look like he's currently on a lap. He's using no battery at the moment. Looks like it's in lap. Yeah, we're working on it, Dante, mate. Woofa also on a lap now. Might have had to go around twice there, possibly. I'm not sure. Or he's just started, but anyway, he'll burn up to turn 2 here. Hard on the brakes. Down to second. Onto the power. Doesn't use any battery out of the exit there. Choosing to save for a little bit later. As Jackal goes fastest with 3.9. So the track's ramping up. He should have enough time just to get back. Just get back in time to get another set of tyres on. There we go, Panda's back in. So nice, quick there. Hopefully he has no more issues. We had a few issues earlier getting the guys in the lobby.
Yeah. Middle sector.
Wow, I just saw that. So this could be really good time for Aston. Obviously we know how well they're doing in the ovals at the moment. So all in hell, currently P7. What can his teammate do? Cross the line, go P10. Big improvement there. Very close. Doesn't need much, and he's up another couple of spots. So this is looking good for Aston tonight. Most of the other guys, I think, just on in laps. PJ might be doing a double out lap, or he's in stuffed up his lap and he's just choosing to go back around. But we're going to have a lot of guys just waiting for the final few minutes here before they all come out. What's your prediction on pole, mate? You think Jackal's got it?
I do really think Liam Dierenberg could take it from Jackal. Obviously, Liam did outpace Jackal last night in qualifying. So yeah, I'm going to put it for Liam to take pole tonight. I reckon he could really do it.
Yeah, very interesting to see for sure, as we're going to start to see all these guys dive out of the pits. But for now, MPJ's opted to go out a little bit early. Possibly to beat all the traffic. He's basically the only car on track other than the Aston. See what he can do. He's currently down in P8. Certainly is a contender to be around that top 5 on his day, we mentioned earlier. See what he can do on this quali session though. He burns down to 15. He's going to burn a fair bit of battery there. Might hurt him a little bit in this last sector, but he's a solid sector 2 and he's 3/10 up, so this will be a fair improvement at the moment. Purple sector 2, and he's used pretty much all his battery though, so hopefully that doesn't hamper his sector 3 time too much. Chucks it into the last corner, doesn't invalidate, has enough to burn to the line, and goes P5 for 104.7 there, so big improvement for MPJ. Is it too early though? We're going to see a lot of guys, as you can see, all of them coming out behind right now. He's going to have his work cut out for him to try and hold that time, as the track's going to be in its best state. Try and see who's going to be the first to start a lap here. It might be Ferrari. Panda's got back in the session to take us on board with a lap with the Ferrari, mate.
Yeah, of course. So Panda's up 6 seconds. I don't think that's right actually. But he's going to head down the back straight, well the main straight I should say, here, heading up the hill, not using much battery I don't think. Ooh. And he has a really bad entrance into turn 3. So he's going to head up the hill now, to back down it of course. Down the hill he goes down into second gear. I don't think he's on a lap. He's not
burning any battery, so he might be going back around. Might have not been happy with that time. Druzilla though has just started a lap. He is your driver, so you can take him all with him instead.
Yeah, of course. So here Druzilla is going down the second straight here, going to scale the mountain. Up he goes on that curb as much as possible. Now he's going to cut across to the inside curb. He goes out, extends out to the outside curb as much as possible. The DRS is on. He's going to head up through the gears using as much ERS on this back straight here. Now he's going to dive down the gears all the way down to third, releasing the brake. Now he's going to get back on the battery and the throttle here. He's going to head up through the gears. Stuck in 6th gear here. Now he's going to go down to 5th. He's going to head up through the gears, a bit of traffic on the side there, not going to affect him here. He's going to stick it in 6th gear and then he's going to fly through there. He's going up through the gears now. He's going to make it up to 8th. No, not 8th gear. He's going to head down to 6th. Oh, and he just keeps it within track limits. So, and now he's going to head through the final corner to the line. And it's 105.680. So unfortunately he doesn't improve and he's down 2/10.
Yeah. Must have lost a fair bit of time in that last sector there, but a fair few guys on laps are trying to pick who's the first. Looks like a McLaren and a kick. Filthy Orange didn't improve, unfortunately, for the kick driver. Sole driving tonight. Chevy could not get in the session, very unfortunate there. Both Ferraris will cross the line. Any improvement there? Panda, unfortunately not. Quicksilver goes up to P12. The Red Bull, that looks like David's going to come across the line now. What can he do? He's currently in P16. Doesn't need much to jump a fairway up here. What can he do? He'll go up to P13 with a 5.2. Mercedes, Tazio hasn't validated, unfortunately. MPJ is done. D White goes P9. So we see Paul and Helder next across the line in P10. There's Abhishek. He's invalidated. He's out. Projag, what can he do? He's out. He's pitting. Striker also pitting. I think that might be our quality unless TMT. No, TMT jumps up two P11s. Very well done there. What can Drew do? He's done. So I think that is our quality session time. Very hectic in the end there. Jackal and Liam not looking like they improved on that final run. So possibly a mistake or an invalidation there. So that is your grid. Jackal and Pole, Liam P2 and Tazio P3. And then McLaren P1, P4 looking really solid for this one.
Yeah, definitely. Grid looking extremely fantastic. All different teams in the top 3 here tonight. So yeah, absolutely amazing.
It's gonna be an exciting race. Obviously, we don't know if there's gonna be any rain. Doesn't look like it at the moment, but yeah, as we know here, it's
Yeah, you never know.
a bit torn between the 2-stop and the 1-stop. So we might see a few different strategies throughout the grid tonight, which can really make things exciting. It'll be interesting to see what Hunter does down the back. We know he has the pace, so they might be able to make something work here.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah.
Let's get our results. It's Jackal P1, Liam P2, Tazio P3, H-Town P4, Striker P5, MPJ P6, Kojak P7, Abhishek P8, D-White P9, Paulin Hell P10, TMT P11, Woofer P12, Quicksilver P13, David P14, Uncle Morty P15, Drusilla P16, Orange P17, Panda 18, Hunter with the quali band. So all these guys will be looking to cut through the field here, and this track can deliver some serious drama. We've seen it into turn 1 a fair bit this week, real life as well. It's pretty daunting turn 1, so it'll be interesting to see how we go here. And then obviously turn 3, I think it is. Everyone's hard on the brakes after the big long straight. That can really invite some chaos too. So everyone will be finalising their strategies now, focusing on this start. Looks nice and dry, not a bit of cloud in sight really. So I don't think we're going to be getting any rain. Thoughts on this one, mate?
No rain, so slightly less chaos, but definitely lots of action. People wanting to go for even more moves because it's dry. The slick tire offering more grip, so the strategy book comes out to play. So yeah, what we will see, whether people will opt for that one stop, for the one to just defend from the car behind, or go for the 2-stop and have the ultimate pace tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I think it's all about the start here. If you can get through that first few laps and avoid the chaos, avoid early damage, avoid cooking your tyres too much, you're in for a good shot here. So be interesting to see. It won't be long here before the lights go out. Guys taking all the time they can to get this set up right. Fuel strategy sorted, but just waiting fairly while this time, to be fair, for the grid to go green. But yeah, who will lead into turn 1? It's going to be the question, Jackal or Liam. It's a race down to turn 1. Not sure starting on the right or the left, to be fair, which one's the better option. Here we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Away we go for Div 6 at Austria. Jackal gets a great start, so does Liam though. He won't be able to contend into turn 1, but he'll be able to hold that P2 comfortably. Getting back down the back, there's a bit of drama. The McLaren gets pushed wide, a few cars going wide there, both Red Bulls squabbling for position 2. Did someone get an ampo? I might have saw a little bit of a wing damage there, but everyone else calmly going down. Now we head into turn 3, a few cars side by side. Haas going wide by himself, MPJ returning back onto the track in front of the McLaren, and the McLaren's going to just sweep that up and get that position done nicely. So you see back down here, a few moves going on throughout the back of the grid, a lot of cars side by side here, always end in tears. Big dive from the Red Bull and the Ferrari, everyone pulls up. What a chaotic start. Down the back, possibly damage on that kick of orange.
Absolute problems back here in the back of the field. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
David making a move on his teammate and gets by. Uncle Morty probably wanting to go pit for a new front wing, but he doesn't. He's going to stay out, just letting his teammate by, and the TP of Red Bull for that matter.
Yeah, just choosing to get out of the way there so he doesn't hold him up. It's always ideal to see if you can push through to your pit stop window, because pitting now and chucking him in the wing is going to hurt him for the race for sure. Looking through the race, there's a few guys starting on the hards. Interesting alternate strategy throughout. There's a lot of guys on the mediums. Abhishek goes for the move on the Hasta. Doesn't look like he gets it done. D-White he's back behind, so D-White did go off the track there, so I'm not sure what happened there. Striker also on the hards. It's crucial for these guys just to hang in there at the start. Those tyres come into effect. Most of those guys trying to push for a one-stop possibly. It's Paul in hell. Might have had an issue there. He does no damage, but he's lost a fair bit of ground. As we know, he had a pretty good quality, so just one to watch there. But no pit stops on that one, no major damage, which is always good to see. Everyone's still circulating. Back up the top, this top three haven't really spread apart too much. Tazio is not letting them out of his sight, and H-Town's just hanging in there too. These P4, P5 obviously lost a bit of time when that McLaren went wide and MPJ had to battle there. So they've lost a little bit of time. Overtakes going on here. Hunter up into P12 already on lap 3. It's crazy amount of overtakes as Woofer and Quicksilver exchange places. The Aston overcooks it. Very, very nicely done there to move to the left to avoid the back of that Ferrari. That could have really hurt him. But well done there to avoid it. He's lost a bit of time, but no end plate. Thoughts on that start of that race, mate? Pretty chaotic, but yeah, no pit stops, no major damage.
Yeah, Uncle Morty, I believe, has made a pit stop, but yeah, definitely lots of action. Oh, and that RB of Striker spinning. Oh, snap of oversteer there. A bit of carnage. Almost sideswipes that Alpine there. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah, apart from a bit of the carnage in back of the field, the race has been full of action, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. The gaps are pretty close too, so it's really going to be a bit of a DRS train for a while here. The top three are starting to break apart. H-Town and MPJ fighting at the start there has really cost them that DRS, but these three are really close. It's a little DRS train there. Liam using a lot of battery. Just needs to maintain that a bit because these boards around him have a serious amount. As Jackal just trying to hold these guys off here. Can Jackal slow these guys down to bring H-Town into this, maybe get his teammate in between him and the rest? That's what we're might see here eventually, but obviously with the two-stop, you're going to see the pit window open around that lap 10ish mark, lap 9ish when these guys start diving in the pits, so it'll be interesting to see what the strategy entails here. Quicksilver's pretty close to Hunter as well. A lot of these guys just stuck in that DRS with the dirty air. It's pretty horrible, hey, Arbak? The dirty air around here.
Yeah, last night was absolutely horrid. A lot of these corners, you have to make sure that you take with no dirty air. And when dirty air is invited, trying to overtake the car ahead, it is not very, very nice. It will hurt tyres and it will hurt your overall pace being stuck behind the car ahead. So yeah, absolutely important that you get ahead of the car or you back off enough to save the tyres and just keep yourself within contention.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. So, huge crash there. Well, not huge crash, but Hunter just gets hit from behind there from Quicksilver. He just overcooked the brakes there. That's going to really hurt the Ferrari with that end plate damage now. So easy to do here with the dirty air, like we were just talking about. Lock up straight to the back. Don't know if he's going to repair that straight away or he's going to choose to try and push through it. But yeah, a few incidents at the start, but a lot of these guys choosing to try and push through. We haven't had too much else go on. Look how close it is in this big pack. H-Town leading this little DRS pack. MPJ looking like he wants to get past that McLaren soon. He's not liking this top three running away from them. And he's going to go for the move. Sends it up the inside and gets it all wrong. I think maybe, I don't know what happened there. That camera angle was pretty horrible, but someone's just lost the rear. either the McLaren or the Haas. And now that's going to
The
invite the
Haas lost
Alpine
pretty-
and the Williams to go for a move. And the Haas is going to come out on top. Oh, that was a bit chaotic there. H-Town, though, the biggest loser there, he's going to drop down, maybe even to P7 here. Just shows how quickly that can all happen. These little packs, you make one mistake and you just fall so far down. We got yellows, that's a Ferrari. What's happened there? That looks like it's Panda. It's not Panda. Yep, he's back on track now, but he's having a tough race, which is unfortunate for the Ferrari driver. I think he had damage early on as well, so it's not going to plan. Hopefully a safety car or something can get him back in this race. D White has joined that pack. Is that a retirement or is that an actual genuine crash? That's Hunter. What's happened there? Was he trying to go in the pits
idea.
or no?
I think he might have just lost it. A bit of grass on the tyre now.
We've got
Caused him to
cars
spin.
side by side everywhere here in the Alpine. Oh no! Oh, that's Kojak. Bits flying everywhere. He's actually got no damage, but that was a board going flying there. There was an incident involved. I can't remember who that was, but Jesus, absolute scenes going on. Overtakes everywhere. He only dropped down to P9. He was very lucky to rip the wheel off from that wall there for the Alpine. Or even an M plate, but moving back up the top here, Abhishek chasing down MPJ. These guys have a fair bit of work now to get back into that top 3 battle. Ideally, they don't battle too much.
Yeah, definitely. Just looking for something to commentate on. We have the Red Bull all the way back, 18 seconds back. Liam Dierenberg goes for a move on Tazio Cruz and gets by. Gonna head up into turn 3 now, and Tazio will try and fight this with DRS. Whether he will actually get Liam before the braking zone is another story, and he'll back out of the corner.
Good D1, H-Town battling out too for P6. A lot of moves going on here. These guys starting to get to that pit window, so trying to be aggressive, trying to get these moves done, trying to find some sort of clean air to slot into in the pit stop. As we know, it's crucial you're not in traffic here when you pit. To see nice view here, you can see these guys in front really struggling as these tyres drop off. It's really quick with the mediums to get 7 laps, 8 laps before they start feeling pretty average. But this is a nice little battle here. For sort of P4, P5. These guys aren't out of it, without a doubt. If something happens in those top 3, they will be there to pick up the scraps. And if one of these guys start to undercut, Abhishek's going for a move into turn 1, that was
Abhishek.
super ambitious.
Oh, and he spun.
Very silly there.
Oh, and that is an unsafe rejoin as well.
Yeah.
He almost took out that Haas and McLaren. That was extremely dangerous from him. And the lack in that move was also extremely dangerous as well. So, Jesus.
See what happens with that. Is I think Uncle Morny gets the first track limit pens. We can see a lot of guys pitting on lap 9. So there you go. That's going to be the undercut start to come into fruition now. It's not crazy here if you get stuck in traffic, but it can be if you get it right. H-Town, P5. Oh god, I thought he was closer to MPJ than he was there. Can he get the move done on this straight, or does he wait to try and do something in the pit window here? He looks like he might even be diving in the pits, and he is. So he's going to react, and MPJ is going to continue.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
he
go
doesn't?
for the pits. But Liam Dierenberg and Jackal and MPJ have all opted for the pit lane, as Tazio Cruz is now leading the race. So yeah, H-Town now moves up to second, with Dwight now moving up into third place as the front runners now pit for fresh tyres.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see what sort of traffic these guys are involved in. Some of them have none, but some do. You see Striker and Abhishek go to toe-to-toe. Drew Ziller gets the fastest lap. Also looks like a move from D White. Starting to maybe come. H-Town looks to probably be pitting soon now that his teammates pitted. He'll probably react to this lap. Don't see too many guys going through the one stop. Maybe Striker and Filfio starting on those hards might be going for the one stop. Possibly Hunter too down at P10. But we'll wait and see what these guys up the top here. If they all pit, we know most guys are on two stop. Tazio's dived in the pits. The McLaren's going to continue, so he may be doing a few more laps. All be wide, very wide there, and he's going to dive in and react. So let's see how much time we're going to lose to the likes of MPJ here. He's starting to come through the final sector. Come through the final two corners. He's actually fallen into some really nice clean air, so this could really help MPJ here. And it definitely pass his teammate. And this is looking good for Haas. Really solid positions at the moment for them for some much needed points. And they will probably be doing another pit stop later on in the race. We'll go back up the top. What was that? There's a big lock up there for Filthy Orange. Pulling hell. Get some move done too. There's also Liam and Jackal going toe to toe here. These guys are basically for the race lead.
Oh, Drusilla Killer goes down the inside of Quicksilver Deck. Oh, he doesn't get the move done, unfortunately. But that was an ambitious dive from Drusilla. No contact, almost gets it. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of moves going on. A lot of ambitious moves going on at the same time too. You know, these guys trying to get the job done. And H-Town's in the pits, so this is huge. So where is he going to... Very slow into the pit lane, so that's going to cost him a little bit. As Liam Dierenberg sets the fastest lap, and him and Jackal are battling. What can Striker do? Can he keep pushing? This is basically for our net P1 at the moment, as Tazio's just fallen off, and Liam has left the session, so it's haunting him again from Abu Dhabi if we can try and get him an invite.
Yeah. I'll try and send him an invite.
The two Hasses might be able to work together to reel that 6-second gap in, but also Mercedes, another mention to look at. Yeah, they're P4, P5, so it's a really good result for them if they can lock that in. Move a little bit further down. Abhishek and Drusilla are quite close on track at the moment. Those two Hasses swap spots, but Woofer going side by side.
Woofer will get by. Oh, but Abhishek goes down the inside to hold position there. Liam Dierenberg, I have sent you an invite, so if you need it, please try and look for it. I have sent you one.
So I see Striker pit, so he must be doing medium, because obviously we won't be able to get to the end on the medium, so I'll have to wait and see what Striker's strategy is. A lot of different strategies throughout the grid tonight, which is always good to see. There are a few DRS trains forming here. But at the moment, most of these guys on the hard tyre, well, everyone's on the hard tyres, but they're just doing different sort of strats. So I'm interested to see who tries to go to the end or who has another pit stop in the window. Do we see Crojo start to put some pressure on H-Town as well? I mean, this is a really good drive from Crojo.
Oh, yep, sorry, I will send another one through. Tell me if he receives this one. Just waiting for online services.
Drusilla and Quicksilver going side by side. Oh, Drusilla got on the dirty stuff of the track there and couldn't get the traction down, so that's gonna lose the position to Quicksilver there. Ferrari is on a bit quicker tyres at the moment, a bit fresher. Nothing too serious though. But Williams also looking like he might want to get a move done on Drusilla. Needs to be patient though with that DRS in front. Gonna make the move difficult. Very wide entry there. Might even give him a warning there. Move a little bit further down. Mr. Panda. Tough race, but he's still in the battle here with Uncle Morty. Both have pens, so he's for position. Let's see what happens here. DRS activated. Don't think he'll go for the move into turn 1. Probably opt to go for the next part. Ooh, very late on the brakes. Manages to pull it up. That's going to hamper his exit speed for this straight. Go back up the top. Liam is struggling, obviously, with the AI. He's going to lose a lot of spots here. Further that goes. So we'll go back up to Striker. Really,
has Liam reconnected yet?
At this stage, no. So,
Okay. Nishka, just tell me if he needs another one. I'll keep sending him an invite.
as we see Striker, Druzilla. This is sort of all in a little bit of a DRS pack here. So these guys are all sort of just waiting for each other to make something happen here. So they can go for an overtake. But at the moment, Quicksilver's leading this pack. And they're trying to catch Paul and Hell. So the more they fire, it's pitted Liam again. So that's quite bad.
That's rough. I've sent him 3.
It's going to really hurt his race now. Got him going on the
cool. He got
mediums,
the invite.
unfortunately, but we'll see what happens there. Is Abhishek's going to go for the move, and Quicksilver's going to take the outside line. He might get the better exit there. Quicksilver does have that end plate damage, so that's not going to help his exit speed there, unfortunately. But nice move from Abhishek. Uncle Morning getting another pen. Currently down in P19. Not having the best of races today. Unlucky at the start there, but never too late. Anything can happen here. It's only lap 15 out of 36. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Further down, Striker. Really looking dangerous on the back of Drew. This is probably our closest battle, Alvark, in the middle here. Jackal now.
Yeah.
Liam's out of it. He's going to have a nice healthy gap to Tazio. Mercedes and Haas looking really good up the top.
Yeah, definitely. They're gonna. He's not in. He's disconnected. Just say again if you need me to send an invite, and I'll send one through for you, mate. Yeah, Quicksilver deck and Druzilla Killer and Striker all fighting, using the DRS. Quicksilver deck doesn't have DRS, but this gives a chance for the Alpine and the RB to really just catch up to the back of them. So yeah. As Druzilla Killer and Striker will get the rear wing opened again, and the Ferrari now has got DRS on the likes of Abhishek. As we get a yellow flag, and Liam Dierenberg, I think, has had an incident, and he now has a missing end plate as he finally joins the race.
Yeah, someone's been involved in an incident there with the AI, so wait and see what happens there. Yeah, not sure. Someone's hit him, but Liam is back in, so that's the important thing. But I know he will be absolutely fuming with that. So we'll have to see what happens. But D White and his teammate are going to swap positions now, so they must feel like D White has the pace. He is on 1 lap fresher tyres, so we'll see what he can do. Can he chase down Hunter? That penalty though is definitely not going to help him towards the end of this race. We're starting to hit the midway mark, and these guys are starting to think about the end. It's looking really easy up now. About 9 now, I think, for the Red Bull. Really struggling with the track limits. Pauline Hill might be lining up a move soon on the Williams. Other than that, these guys settling into a bit of a rhythm, mate. What's your thoughts on this race? I think it's obviously Jackal's to lose. Mercedes might be able to reel that gap in a bit, but at this stage, quite solid. And Jackal's pace is not budging.
Yeah, definitely. Hunter really enacting out that one stop. I think was trying to get past, and he has got past. I think Hunter might be diving in a bit, and he has. So he'll be going on to some fresh rubber now. And yeah, that will we see him go to the end on those tyres? Probably not. Could we see him put on another set of mediums? Most likely. So yeah, the Quicksilver deck out of DRS range again, as Druzilla Killer and Striker have a high chance of catching him now on this back straight up the top here, at the top of the mountain. DRS open for the Alpine. The Alpine's got to go down the inside, and he's gonna get ahead. Oh, but the Alpine is in the gravel, and
God, that was close.
Narrowly misses.
God, they could have ended in tears there. But yeah, these guys really turning it up. Yeah. David might even have a sniff now too. Brought a lot of people in this. David and TMT have been invited into this rally now. all this chaos. This is definitely the one to watch at the moment. Is the top 5 is sort of plateaued in that little bit of a DRS game at the moment with them here. This is quite a gnarly battle. Most of them on similar strategies too. Ooh. David goes for the move on Woofer into turn 1 and gets it done. Very nice.
But he's going to have that
yeah.
move taken back on him, unfortunately. And the RB of TMT is going to be looking down the back of David at the moment. And Drew Zillakiller now back in the fight as he's going to send it down the inside on this RB, I think. Yeah, and here he is. He's going to go down the inside. The RB a bit late on the brakes. He's around the outside. The Alpine sending it. He's got the battery on. He's trying to take hold of this position. He has the outside, but unfortunately he cedes the position to the RB, and will probably try and catch him at the next DRS straight. As these three are just tangling for position, the power of DRS absolutely just helping them get by. As the RB takes a bit of a wide line going down the hill there. They're going to come on to the first part of the 3 DRS straights. The Ferrari doesn't have DRS. The RB and the Ferrari are side by side. The RB's alongside now. The RB will get the DRS. He'll get the rear wing open. He's going to send it down the outside of the Ferrari. Probably get ahead at the braking zone. Ferrari just going to defend from the RB. The RB had a really bad braking zone up the hill. The Ferrari now gets the DRS. The Ferrari has the inside line, but so does the Alpine. The Alpine's going to back out of it as the RB goes around the outside, late on the brakes. A bit of contact between the RB and the Ferrari there. The Alpine to the inside. The Ferrari has damage around the outside. The Alpine is going to get it. The Alpine got it. Drew Zillakiller up into 10th position. Quicksilver Deck falling back with that damage. The RB now ahead by 8th, 9th, 10th. The Alpine will be looking to try and catch that with DRS. The RB will not have any DRS ahead of him because the 3-second gap. Drew Zillakiller, I think, just gets the rear wing opened per chance. He's going to catch up to him, 8/10 now, and he'll get the rear wing opened here. So here, now we're going to head down the back straight. It is between the RB and the Alpine here. The Ferrari has dropped right off the back of these two as they head into the braking zone, and the Alpine will be right behind the RB. RB gets a really bad braking, heading up into turn 3 there, and the Alpine probably won't get it here unless he absolutely sends it, but he won't. He'll back out of the corner. He'll sit behind the RB. A bit of dirty air washing him wide there, unfortunately, but yeah, just keeping up. This is an amazing battle between the RB and the Alpine here. Absolutely beautiful between these two.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Some really good battles coming through here. Hunter is another one to watch. He's on fresh mediums. He's going to chop through this field and really start to put some pressure on. I think we're going to see a lot of guys still have to pit here. And oh, that was almost a big crash there between Alpine and Hunter into the pits. If that pit lane is just terrible, obviously, but Hunter is just on an absolute charge. He's going to get the Ferrari done into turn 1 as well. He's now up into P9, so he's currently on a great drive from starting at the back. We'll see what he can do. He's currently probably going up the most amount of positions, so very good drive. As MPJ now has caught H-Town for P3, so this could really allow Haas to work together here. Start to put some pressure on McLaren maybe. Obviously it's a big gap to the top 2, but saying that the podium is still within grab, especially for MPJ without that penalty. He's looking for a great result here. D White looking for a really good result here too, even with that pen he's still in for a solid amount of points. Just great to see. He's had a tough season. Really has taken that team, filled up a very big hole really, and has had a lot of work to do there, and he's doing a great job. As Hunter now, look how close he is on the back of Drew Zilla. He's going to get the move done before turn 1 as well. Doesn't need to burn much battery. We'll go into turn 1 in ahead, doesn't even need to use the corner. I can see this Mercedes getting a long way up. Obviously, those tyres will drop off, but be interesting to see if he can get them to the end.
Yeah, in about 3 laps, those mediums are going to be absolutely fried. As we know, the medium time lasts no longer than about 8 laps, and then the pace is just absolutely gone, and then you kind of just have to rely on your skill to try and get the car around, as it is quite difficult while the car is in that state, while the tyres are in that state. So yeah, good luck on him trying to get those to the end, but I think he has another stop in mind at the end here, so we'll be looking around lap 26. He'll be coming for another stop, but yeah.
Yeah, I think you're dead on there, mate. As Tazio and MPJ pulled it more than a hit, so we're going to see a lot of these guys start to fall down the field. Obviously, we'll be on a fresh tyre, but we'll now have to navigate through some serious traffic. We've seen this in the other divisions. It really causes some problems sometimes. Having to get through that traffic can be quite hard, especially if all these guys are on one stops. MPJ down in P10 now. A few guys in front still have to pit, and he's unfortunately been put 2 drivers that haven't pitted in between him and Tazio, so that's really not ideal for the Haas driver, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here, as Jackal probably doesn't even need to do much at this stage. He can probably pit and still be comfortable. H-Town, though, needs to figure out if he's going to react to these guys behind. If he does, he needs to do it quite quickly, otherwise he'll commit to the end, but I think he could probably get to the end. See D White, he's reacting. He comes into the pits. So we're going to see a lot of these guys be on a bit of a late charge. Avark through the field, as we've seen in all of these other divisions, it can really cause some chaos. As we've got yellows, what's happened here? There is something going on.
By the looks of it, something happened, but it might have been a Ferrari or people just entering the pit lane. Druzilla Killer and Hazio maybe entering the pit lane could have caused a bit of problems on their end. So yeah, very unfortunate.
Absolutely, MPJ going very deep into turn 1 there, and there's a big send here from the kick and the Williams. And the Williams has gone straight into the side of the Haas and then collected the kick. He's probably missing an end plate there after that. I don't know what happened to my screen there, apologies.
Oh,
massive glitch on
I just saw the stream because I wasn't able to see it happen, but that is absolute carnage.
Yeah, I think
Oh my god, Abhishek is being an absolute terrorist tonight on track. That is absolutely unacceptable tonight. So yeah.
H-Town has reacted as Druzilla gets a free second. A lot happening in this end of the stage, 10 laps to go, and this could be big for H-Town because he's left it probably 2 laps compared to those guys behind him. So he's going to have a bit of an undercut to deal with, but look at all the traffic they have to deal with. Where's MPJ? He's coming up the side, Quicksilver. Is he going to jump him? Yes, he is. It's not going to be by much though, but that McLaren needs to get out in front of that kick to avoid this dirty air. It's not going to happen. He's going to fall right behind him, unfortunately, so it's going to really hurt. Get past cleanly, all good. Krojag, big send from the Haas D White. They're going to go for it on the McLaren, and he gets it done. Can't see here, that camera angle's all over the place, and there's cars everywhere. Williams decides to go for it too. H-Town's going to be on the fresh tyre. It'll take him about a lap or 2, or not even that, to get those tyres up to 10. He'll be on the better tyres, so looking good for H-Town if he can get through this traffic. It's really helped MPJ though, hitting that 1 or 2 laps earlier to avoid that traffic.
Yeah, definitely. 1 or 2 laps earlier can be the difference between you being stuck in traffic or having clean and free air to just do what you need and make that undercut work beautifully. But yeah, so...
Start to see, we might jump on the pens because there's a fair few pens rolling in now. He's got a 3 for Quicksilver, 6 for D White, 3 for Abhishek, 3 for Woofer, 3 for Drew, 3 for Tazio, and 9 for Uncle Morty, 3 for Panda. So it's track bites again with the track on it. It's super hard not to get warnings here, to be fair. That's going to hurt them at the end of this race.
Oh, and Kojak goes around the outside of Quicksilver deck. Amazing move from the Alpine there. He is pushing like his life depends on it.
Jackal pulls the pin. He's going to pit. Healthy gap. Hunter's coming up past him either way. I don't know what Hunter's going to do though. If he can even get to the end, it's going to be a massive stretch. Say he will have to pit again, but we'll have to wait and see what happens here. It's Quicksilver losing positions here. Jackal, H-Town trying to get past now. He's going to go for it into the last two corners. This could end badly. Gets it done though. That Ferrari's still having that end plate damage is just not helping him here. He really barely pulled the car up with those old tyres. So tough race. Quicksilver had a great race last week. See Hunter in the pit, so he's got another set of mediums. He will definitely get to the end on them, but yeah, that's going to still mean he's going to be a long way down now. We know his pace is there. He's come from last tonight. Definitely one to watch in the later stages.
Yeah, definitely something to watch in the later stages of this championship fight. Abhishek 461 right there. It's the McLaren trying to catch up to the likes of Dwight now. Only 7/10 off, and then yeah.
He's got moves here down at the back. Woofer gets overtaken by Druzilla, which is was always going to happen with 3-lap medians. It just depends how far Drew can get up. With these medium tyres, they're going to be absolutely rapid, like I said, for about 7 laps, and then they're going to be cooked.
Yeah, definitely. The tyres are going to be absolutely fried. Those mediums will be after 7 laps. The hards can last about 10 to 11 laps before they become fried. So yeah, tyre wear around here is high and not very fun.
No, it's crazy here. It's got some serious tyre wear. You got to really prioritise the tyre wear early on in the race. And there's a Aston going wide there, pulling hell. Quicksilver's going to get the move done. And that might even invite TMD to get the move done on the Aston as well. It does. So unfortunately, if it spots, see how easy it is. As soon as in that DRS train, one mistake, they're down the fairway. Look how fast Hunter is on these mediums. He's absolutely charging through the field. It's another position. Paul and he's really struggling there now. That mistake. Hunter, he's going to be getting a fairway more up before those tyres start to cause him any issues. He's got too wide here. Coming into the final 2 corners, he chooses to pull out of it. But, Quicksilver has a big snap. And he's going to, I don't know if he was trying to go in the pits there or something, but it's a huge oversteer. He's lucky he didn't go fully around there. Krojag on D-White gets the job done as well. So Krojag absolutely killing it tonight, up into P3, and that's a solid position too. He doesn't need to pit again. The guys behind have pens. This could be a really good result for the Alpine. Hunter goes for the move on TMT.
We have an onboard view for Dwight at the moment. We'll be watching that. I'll take him through on the next lap, describe what he's kind of doing to attack this Alpine. He has nothing in that battery reserve. Dwight does. He has absolutely no battery. So we're going to head on to the pit straight here. The DRS is going to be turned on. He's going to be using a bit of battery, just harvesting it to keep on. And the McLaren goes down the inside of him. McLaren makes it up to 4th. And White is just going to hold on, trying to hold on with DRS. And the McLaren is going to try and send it down the inside, but misses out narrowly as the Alpine goes to defend. Dwight almost making a move. Unfortunately, had to back out as the McLaren is there. Dwight does have DRS, but he has really low battery. Just trying to keep up with this McLaren. McLaren really struggling trying to get past with Dirty Air, just can't get past. Dwight, same thing, can't get past. The Dirty Air really forcing him into a struggle as H-Town now is going to make it too wide going into this corner, and he's going to get by. Dwight is right behind the Alpine. The Alpine will have the rear wing open. And Dwight again is still low on battery. There is your onboard view for one lap. Hope you enjoyed it. As we see Krojak just trying to recover that position from H-Town. Probably unable to do so. The aging tyres that Krojak has on are really going to start suffering now compared to the likes of H-Town, who has half the tyre life on their tyres. So yeah, something to really watch out for between these two.
Yeah, I think H-Town's in a solid spot here. He just needs to hold off a little bit longer, and those tyres behind him will start to drop off. McLaren really looking like they could lock in a massive result here, which is huge for the ovals, as we know. Like the team that we're watching right now, Aston battling quite hard with McLaren for the ovals. So this is huge for McLaren to, if they can lock this in. But obviously, 3 laps to go. Probably need to start talking about driver of the day. I'm going to start off with saying Hunter from last year's P7. That's my driver of the day. But what's your driver of the day, mate?
For me, it has to be Hunter. He is absolutely blitzing through this field at the moment. Unfortunately, though, are starting to drop off about now. But for the most part, I think. Let me just check the position changes.
It's got 12 spots.
Yeah. I'm going to go with MPJ up 4 positions in second place at the moment. Under no threat at all from the car behind, and is just running his own race. So yeah, MPJ is my driver of the day here, up 4 positions tonight, and is running an amazing race.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Well, if someone's in there that can make a poll for us, that'd be great. Just a driver of the day poll for Hunter and MPJ. Jump back up here. The Haas D White still battling with Krojak with that pen. It's going to hurt him at the end of the race, but at the same time, you never know. They might be able to get it removed, so it's always a good idea to try and get this overtake done. Start to wrap up.
How many minutes do we want to go for? 2 minutes?
Yeah, probably about two minutes, mate. We got about 3 more laps. So. David.
There is the pole.
David might be looking for a move on Woofer. These guys on equal tyres, so it's all fair play here. Woofer does have that pen, unfortunately, but these guys in the points. David is looking to get one more spot. See there, the Aston definitely running lower wings than the Red Bull on that straight. Also a move here, Quicksilver on Tazio. I don't know what happened to Tazio actually. Arvak, he was really in contention for a podium here, and look at him here, he chooses to back out of that move. Oh! Couldn't stop the car and go straight into the back of the kick. He's lost an end play. It's just really going bad to worse for the Mercedes. He was doing so well. He was the guy that we did mention in quali can really put on a crazy result on his day, but it just hasn't gone to plan tonight for him, unfortunately.
Yeah. Same with the likes of Liam Dierenberg. The disconnect has absolutely ruined his race down in P14, only to score 2 points tonight. Yeah, quite unfortunate for the likes of him and Vito being the TP of Williams. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely heartbreaking. But Abhishek is fighting up the front here in 5th. He's going for the move, and he gets it done on Krojak.
Krojak's going to come back at him here. Yeah, he's going to get it back.
He's going to come back, and he's going to get the inside. Oh, a bit on the curb there. Abhishek is on the outside. Oh, a bit of a tap on the front wheel from Abhishek. Possibly not giving enough space there. But yeah, if Krojak manages to stay within, I believe it is 6 seconds of Krojak. if Kojak stays within 6 seconds of Abhishek, he can really come back and fight for P4 here via penalties, track limit penalties from Abhishek, and any other penalties that he may get tonight. Kojak is going to go around the outside of him. He's going to head up the hill, and now he's going to head into the braking zone. Get it slowed down, get around.
Where was DY going there? He went deep under brakes. Oh god. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, no, all good, yeah. Hunter wins driver of the day. Congratulations, mate. But we have Kojak in P4 now on the final lap. Lap 36 out of 36. Kojak in 4th. We are going to see MPJ coming to the line very, very soon as we push into the final 2 corners. Jackal wins the Austrian Grand Prix here in Rush Racing Div 6. MPJ coming to the line now, and this will cement 2nd position for him. Congratulations, mate, as H-Town makes up an amazing drive and comes in 3rd. Kojak to the line, and he will finish P4. Amazing race for the guy.
Yeah, I'm so happy for him. Season. Yeah, that's a huge result for him.
Yeah, definitely. We're gonna have Woofer come to the line now, but he's gonna drop behind David. And Drew Zeller as well, he will drop behind. Liam Dierenberg is going to finish at P14, unfortunately, but is going to drop to P15 after penalties due to Filthy Orange not having any and jumping up to P14 there. So congratulations to all point scorers and Jackal, H-Town and MPJ for the podium. Amazing job, guys.
Yeah, what a race. What a race from Jackal there too in P1, you know. Obviously Liam unfortunately disconnecting there. Really freed his race up. Did very well, raising the trophy there. McLaren once again on the top step. That was a huge result for McLaren tonight. They should be very happy with that. There is your cleanest driver, Filthy Orange. Fastest lap, Jackal. The game's driver of the day was Hunter as well. So, the game even knew how great he went. We'll jump over to the results here. I'll get them for the results. But Jackal P1, MPJ had a great drive in P2, and McLaren wraps up the top 3 with H-Town in P3. So really good result from them. Jump back down there to the back. Really unfortunate race for Panda and Uncle Morty and Tazio, and obviously Liam Dierenberg. A lot of guys that just did not go to plan tonight, mate. And a lot of those things were out of their control. So back to the drawing board. A lot of positives for these guys. Another notable drive there from TMT as well, you know, up into PA. A lot of these guys really capitalised on all the drama.
Yeah.
See if we can get Hunter, H-Town, MPJ, and Jackal in the comms box for some quick interviews as we start to wrap this one up. But yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot of words I had for tonight. It was pretty crazy. These guys were pretty hectic. There was a lot of moods going on, to be fair. I'm sure the stewards will be busy, I must say. And happy people.
I find that the onboard office will also be very, very busy. Not very, very fun for the likes of the stewards tonight. Very, very unfortunate from some of the racecraft from the drivers tonight. We'd love to see Div 6, and we compliment Div 6 with its racecraft, but just not tonight, unfortunately. Austria being a bit of a tough track for a lot of them.
Yeah, I think you're right, mate. A few things to be looked at in the stewards' room for sure. There's a few guys will be really disappointed at. But we'll see who we have in the comms box. I think we have some people. Not yet. But yeah, I think a few guys will be more disappointed than others, mate. Like we said, you know, especially the guys who were in top 3, top 5, and all just went wrong. Tazio, Liam really had the chance for a bigger result tonight. They were putting some pressure on Jackal, and just did not go to plan tonight for them. And then obviously a few guys just unfortunately couldn't get the car going the whole weekend. So wait until these guys jump in. We'll have a bit of a chat, and we'll wrap it up. If we can't get anyone in, we'll go from there. But we do have our driver of the day, Hunter, in. Hunter, mate, if you're there, obviously a quali boon. Not the ideal start to the race you would have liked. Um, but mate, you really took it on and had a crazy drive. Obviously, that's why you're in the comms box, driver of the day. Thought for a while you were going to try a one stop, and then obviously you flicked to the two stop. But your pace, mate, on those mediums was just crazy. Just tell us a little bit about your race, mate, and how you got to where you were.
I said before the race, mate, that I was just gonna absolutely push through the field at the start. I was planning the one stop, but then my tires got orange on lap 17, and I was like, oh, I might as well just go on the double mid and just fucking push my life out. So yeah, unfortunately I got a quali ban last week because it was said in the report that I killed a car, which I didn't, but I just can't be bothered appealing it. Um, but yeah, I reckon I would have got an easy podium if there wasn't that incident coming into the final turn where one car clipped the wall and then another car hit him and I hit him and then spun around. So I reckon if I didn't spin there, I was guaranteed P2. I was flying. It was a good race though.
Absolutely, it was a good race, mate. You did very well. Avoided all the chaos, and yeah, really put it on. Got a good result for Mercedes. Obviously, it looked really good at one point. Tazio was in a great spot. Just didn't go to plan for him, unfortunately, mate. But brought home some points nevertheless. And I'll hand you over to Arvak. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, who was it? It was Hunter, yeah?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah. Amazing recovery drive. Quali ban, and then coming back to, I believe... Actually, I don't know where you finished. I can't remember. I think it was like
P5, but I've got
P7,
a 10 seconds,
P5.
so it would have been 11 on track. I got a
Yeah.
10 second from last week because I DNF'd a car apparently, but I didn't. But it's all good.
Yeah, unfortunately stuff happens and we move on. But yeah, amazing recovery drive all the way from P20. So yeah, amazing job there. Using the hard and then going onto I think it was a double medium. So yeah, a bit of a wild strategy from you, I'll say. Obviously we know that the double hard is a bit of a faster compound of strategy, but yeah, you absolutely blitz the field with the double medium. People not really expecting it, and your tire wear not really falling off at the end as well. So amazing job there.
Cheers, thank you. It definitely worked. I was originally planning to do a one stop, but yeah, the hard tires hit orange a bit too soon, and I could see the two Haas drivers behind were catching me by like half a tenth a lap, and I was like, I might as well just two stop it and just push. If I get something from it, I get something from it. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. So that was more of just a Sunday drive for me. No offense to the other drivers, but yeah, Jackal must have got bored up there in P1 on his own. The dude's fucking insane. Yeah, congrats to Jackal as well. Well deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, well deserved from you, P5, coming all the way from P20. So I hope you enjoy the points. Unfortunately, not a podium or a win, but definitely a good recovery drive.
Cheers. Thanks. Any points from last on the grid, I'll take. So it's good.
All right. Well done, Hunter. We'll jump over to P3 now. H-Town in the McLaren. Mate, massive result for you and obviously your TP and team. To get another podium, mate. It looked pretty chaotic out there. With obviously the two stop having to put you in traffic and you have to get through and all that jazz we've seen in the other races. Just tell us a little bit, mate, how you kept your head and managed to get great result for the team.
It was just about being patient. I knew the sectors had pace. I knew the sector I didn't. And it was attacking that sector and then defending the others. Luckily, I had two drivers in front of me fighting and making it really easy for me just to catch back up and really just picking my spots. So I'm not really a patient person. However, I feel like I was really patient today. And so just let the race come to me and just pick my spots whenever I could take them and, not risk anything when I didn't because we're in an overall fight. So I'm not going to be the reason why we lose or I'm not going to be the reason why we win. I'm just going to score the points, and it's a team effort. And so, I'm not going to put the team in any bad position.
Yeah, mate. Well, you did a great job. Really, really, obviously the most scoring team in this division. But yeah, just for yourself though, to put on P3, it was a pretty chaotic race, man. A lot of times there that really could have ended in tears. And yeah, you did well to avoid all that. So, how you feeling about next week, mate? Australia, and obviously that battle with the overalls. How you feeling? It's going.
I think if we just keep doing what we're doing, um, we'll be in a good position. We have a great team. Every single driver on this team is top notch. So it's really just up to us. And so I think we're gonna do it. I have a good feeling that we're gonna win the overall. So next week in Australia, not my best track, not my worst track, but I'll do some practice this week and we'll see where I end up.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'll hand you over to Avak. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, not Jackal, H-Town. Amazing drive from me tonight. I know you're only up a couple of positions, but a really, really good drive. Obviously getting
Thank you.
Krojag right at the end there, taking away the podium. Real kind of sad about that, but
I think I think it was MPJ I took it from. Project did get the podium.
um, no. So Krojag
Ah,
finished in P4.
oh, my bad.
And yeah,
That's
MPJ
how focused I was. I
was
wasn't even looking at anything.
yeah. No. MPJ finished in second place. Congratulations to him. You finished in
Oh,
P3, and Krojag finished in P4. You stole it from him on lap 30. The pressure must have been on throughout the race, getting back up to the podium, of course.
oh, definitely. These are great drivers in this division. MPJ, Crowjag, D White, Hunter, Jackal. I mean, Liam even sometimes is a great driver, and so there's a lot of competition, and um, it really just forces you to work harder and practice more, and just make sure that you can be in the top five because every week to week, these guys are just so consistent, and so it just forces you to be consistent. Um, Really, not much more to say about that.
Yeah, definitely. Um, your Yeah, it just amazing race tonight. Lots of overtakes from you, and just keeping it safe throughout the entire race. Not really getting any damage from what I saw, and just playing it very very safe. So very very good result for you tonight. P3 on the board, and some really really good points in the constructors for McLaren.
Thank you, and I will say the drivers around me. Thank you guys for keeping it clean. That's what racing is about, and it's really fun racing like that. So, um, really great drivers around me. So, thank you.
All right, so we'll jump over to P2, MPJ, mate. In the Haas, a great drive, mate. Really, obviously a bit far off Jackal there in the end, but still getting it into that position in the first place was super good, mate. There was a lot, like we said to H Town before, mate. A lot of chaos throughout that race. A lot of moves you had to get done. Could have gone either way. Did you feel like you had the pace to be where you ended up tonight, or did you feel like you got there due to your racecraft?
It's not one of my favourite tracks, to be honest. Um, didn't really practice that much, other than last 2 hours before the race with my teammate D White, which was good. Qualified
Oh my God,
pretty
he's
poor.
so quiet.
Qualified pretty poor. Um, and yeah, there's no way anyone can catch Jackal. I mean, he's just on another level. But yeah, I'm happy with P2. Got some good points for the team. D White, he's a legend, great teammate. Good racing by the other drivers. Good clean racing. On to next week, Australia. Do it.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, absolutely. I'll just touch on that. You must be stoked for, your team's had a tough season, mate. Really have. And D White's came in there and really picked it up. And obviously, great result for you and him tonight. You guys must be over the moon for that.
Yeah, we work well together, D White and myself. just try to get as much points as we can. Obviously, as you said, it's been a tough season. D White's pulled the team together, got some great additions to the team, and yeah, teamwork is good. So just keep on doing it.
Yeah, mate. Well, well done, and we'll see you next week. I'll hand you over to Avok.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, and PJ, P2, amazing job for Haas tonight. Your teammate will finish in P5, I believe. So amazing job from him. Must feel amazing. Having a bit more points on the board. Haas have definitely needed it. Last in the overalls, unfortunately, but you guys are absolutely holding up the Div 6 championship at the moment. How does it feel to be on the podium once again?
Yes, it's good. I would have liked a few more podiums throughout the season, but unfortunately things didn't go my way. No, it's a good feeling. Just want to be a little bit more consistent with some of my poorer tracks, but the next two tracks are going to be good for me, I reckon. So let's get some more podiums.
Yeah, definitely. Haas trying to fight their way back up the order. How do you guys think you can pull yourselves out of 10th position and hopefully like get up position in the overalls? Obviously, as you know, you guys are 10th and are about 100 odd points behind. Do you reckon you could get any further up? Do you reckon you could hit 9th or 8th or possibly even go for something like 5th in the championship?
In an ideal world, that'd be fantastic. But yeah, look, we just take it week by week, and it's a team effort, not just Div 6. But yeah, let's just see what we can do, and that's it.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoy your night. That's all I have for you. Congratulations on P2. Amazing job.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, everyone. Cheers. Have a good night.
All right, we'll jump over to our race winner, Jackal, mate. Another dominant drive, mate. Really good drive. Obviously, Liam disconnecting and Tazio having that tie up at the start helped obviously build that gap, mate. But really good drive, man. Just tell us a little bit how you keep your head when you're out in front like that, just keeping focus. I know it'd be hard just to keep locked in. And you could probably see all the chaos going on behind you, praying there was no safety car, but. Just tell us a little bit how your race went, mate. And, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Obviously, the fight with Liam, he can be a bit argy-bargy on track. So I made sure to defend pretty hard against that. But once we'd sorted the traffic behind, just sort of went for it. I made 2 mistakes. So I was 1 mistake away from copying a 3-second. Not that it would have mattered in the end, but... yeah, I had to drive a bit more cautiously. But yeah, it was okay.
Yeah, it was definitely a great drive, mate. Obviously, getting your teammate on the podium too with you, it's just massive for you guys heading into the overalls. And obviously, only one more race to go this week with Div 3. So really could take a bit of a dint out of Aston, mate. How you feeling? Your team's going sort of into these last few rounds of the season. We're starting to get to the pointy end. It's between you, Aston, and a few other teams for that overall. So how do you feel, mate?
Yeah, look, we've been doing really hardest. We're lacking in a few divisions. Obviously, Div 1 is hard for a lot of people because it's mostly Div 2 drivers. Div 2 is a bit stressful. We're trying. And then really our biggest point scorers is 4, 5, and 6. But yeah, we're all definitely trying hard. It's just a bit tighter up the top in terms of skill levels.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. We've definitely had a tough season with Div 1 and obviously Div 2 as well. Yourself included. Most teams really have all got a story to say about Div 1. So yeah, it's been a tough one, but you're doing well, mate. Still in there. Anything can happen, but well done. And I'll hand you over to our...
Yeah, Jackal, amazing race. Won by 16. I think it was 16 seconds or 17. absolute dominant race, kind of like Div 5 last night with the likes of Donut Gorilla winning by, I think it was 23 seconds to third place. I was only 3 seconds behind, but yeah, just absolute dominance again in the likes of Div 5 and Div 6. It must be feeling good knowing that you're getting even closer to championship success.
I think I have Div 6 pretty much in the bag. From the maths I did, pretty much locked out the last 5. I don't really care about the individual championship. I'm gunning for the overalls, because that's what you want as a TP. Your main job is to win for the team, so the team wins together. There's no individuals in McLaren. We all win or lose together. So yeah, I could, for all I care, I could give the Div 6 championship to MPJ just as long as we win the overalls.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoying. I bet you enjoy that race. Another dominant victory under your name. So yeah, hopefully you can replicate this next race when we go to Australia. Just how confident are you feeling in Australia?
Yeah, Australia is one of those tracks where whenever I get a F1 game, the only track that I play on essentially to practice learning the new game is Australia. So I'm very, I would say, overqualified for Australia. To be honest, it's one of my best tracks. Um, and yeah, uh, with some more practice, hopefully, Husey chucks another sickie so I can race in Div 5.
Yeah, I bet you love racing in Div 5. You almost got the podium last night. So yeah, that was quite interesting from you, seeing you very, very high up the table, beating out Jatuzi as well on pure pace there. So amazing race from you and the team in Div 6 and Div 5. Do you reckon you could realistically take home the overalls, even with Aston really pushing ahead at the moment?
Yeah, Aston really has just been doing a phenomenal job all season. Watanabe's leading a really tight ship, full of just great drivers all around. And McLaren were a bit of a party team. We uh, we do a whole lot of screwing around, so it's pretty cool to see that we're up here after I think round 2 we were like P8 in the championship.
Yeah, definitely. Amazing result tonight. Hopefully, you take control of the constructor, the overalls. This will be, I believe, our third or fourth different constructor to take control of the championship. If you do, so it would be our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you'll be our 6th team to take control of the constructors if you do. So hopefully we get to see that change and will really spice up the overalls going into these final races, as everyone will be pushing for that final top spot.
Yep, sweet. Thanks, boys.
No worries. That's it, guys. We'll wrap it up. Sorry, we're a bit longer tonight than usual, but great race, chaotic race to be fair. A lot of drama. A lot of guys sure will be wanting to redeem himself at Australia after that one RVAC. But unless you have anything to say, mate, I'll wrap it up.
See you in Australia next week.
Sweet as. All right, as always, guys, thank our sponsors SRC, SimLab, Pagni, and AO369. Thank you all for jumping in, and we'll see you all tomorrow for Div 3. Cheers, guys.